I don't give a I be bored responding. Needing something to do. I done worked out 2 hours straight. The rest of my day is free. I'm on an all fruit damn detox. I don't give. I'm bored.
She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to.
Everything was fine until Remy Ma stood up, mic in hand, and dropped a bomb that nobody saw coming. In front of cameras, fans, and Claressa herself, Remy exposed receipts that left the whole room stunned. Screenshots, voice recordings, even video clips, and she didn't hold back. Whatever piece Claressa thought she had, it vanished that night. And now, nobody's looking at her the same. It was supposed to be a glamorous night, something about celebrating women in hip-hop and sports. The crowd came in dressed to the nines, lights flashing, media everywhere, and a stage set up with big names seated shoulder to shoulder. Claressa Shields, the boxing champion, was smiling for the cameras, and Remy Ma was glowing in a fierce red dress. Everything looked fine on the surface, but those who paid attention could feel it, the tension. They didn't talk. They didn't even look at each other. People thought it was just nerves. But when Remy took the mic during the Q&A, everything changed. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't shout. She simply said, "Sometimes silence hides the truth, and tonight, I'm done being silent." And then she showed the receipts. A large screen lit up behind her. DMs between Papoose and Claressa. Texts that went from casual to intimate. The crowd gasped. Then came an audio clip. A man's voice saying, "I can't wait to see you, baby." Sounded exactly like Papoose. Claressa's face dropped. It wasn't just a confrontation. It was a full exposure. Their story wasn't always this messy. Rewind a few years and you'd find Remy and Claressa supporting each other, tagging one another in posts, celebrating wins together. Remy was proud to see a strong black woman dominating a male-dominated sport. Claressa admired Remy's resilience and legacy in hip-hop. They laughed together, showed up to red carpets, and even met each other's families. But everything changed when Claressa started working with Papoose. First, it made sense. He was mentoring her on branding. When the crowd turned their gaze to Claressa, she tried to hold it together. At first, she laughed, shook her head and said, "You really doing this right now?" She tried to paint Remy as emotional, dramatic. But people saw through it. Her voice shook. She reached for her water and dropped the cap. When Remy played the voice note, Claressa's smile vanished. And then she lost her cool. She stood up, walked toward Remy, and reportedly tried to snatch the mic. Security stepped in immediately. People screamed. Phones came out. Claressa stormed out of the venue. No statement. No explanation. Just silence. That night she posted a story. Black screen, white letters. Some people only bring dirt when they have no real crown. But the damage was done. Her silence spoke louder than her words. People started believing the worst, not because she confessed, but because she never denied it convincingly. The internet wasted no time. Within minutes, the clips from the event hit Twitter and TikTok. Fans reposted the voice clip. People analyzed the DMs. Side-by-side photos of Papoose and Claressa from past months were dug up. One tweet read, "Remy Ma brought more fire in those receipts than in her entire last album." Others weren't so amused. Some said she should have kept it private, called it bitter, said she was embarrassing herself. But the majority applauded her. They felt like she stood up not just for herself, but for every woman who's been betrayed by both a man and a friend. Memes popped up everywhere. YouTubers posted reaction videos within hours. Some fans even said they always felt Claressa was too friendly with Papoose. The betrayal felt deep, layered. Not just romantic but personal. And the internet was eating it up. Behind the scenes, things were even messier. Close sources said Remy had been planning her exit for months. That the live event—
Like, miss, where's your remorse? Like, where's your sorriness? Where's your sadness? Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what I go through with nobody. I would never want to see nobody die. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, bitch, nobody did nothing to you, you fucking gremlin. And you really acting like you mad about something. Ice grilling somebody, ugly ass. Then you acting tough in front of a courthouse like, bitch, we're gonna go to jail. You've been to jail before. I'm sure you don't want to go back, bitch. Like, what are we doing here? Come around the corner. You're really not fucking tough. Like, bitch is mad pussy. Like,
was her way of telling her truth and walking away with dignity. But some insiders say she's crushed, that the pain of betrayal. Now, the theories are getting out of control. People are saying Remy held back some of the receipts, that she has more worse dirt and might release it if Claressa tries to play victim. Others believe Claressa is working on her own version of events, maybe a live stream, maybe a press interview trying to spin it. Legal experts online are even debating whether some of Remy's leaks could lead to lawsuits. Invasion of privacy, defamation, all of it. At the same time, there's buzz around a possible reality show. Rumor is Remy's been approached to document her new chapter, her healing era. People are also wondering if Claressa's endorsements and image deals might take a hit. Some fans still back her. Others say the damage is done, and if Papoose finally speaks, could change everything. But right now, the silence is louder than any words, so now it's your turn. Who do you believe? Did Remy Ma go too far? Or did Claressa finally get the exposure she deserved? Was this about love, pride, or betrayal? Drop your take in the comments. And if you're still shook like we are, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this story is getting deeper by the minute, and the next chapter might just flip everything we thought we knew. It all started like any other glamorous night in the hip-hop world, lights, luxury, and people pretending to smile for the cameras while their private lives quietly fell apart behind the scenes. But no one expected Remy Ma to walk in holding receipts, ready to burn everything down. This wasn't just a confrontation. This was war. Claressa Shields, who many thought had taken Remy's man and wrecked her family, suddenly found herself face-to-face with a version of Remy no one had ever seen before. And what Remy did next didn't just leave fans speechless. It shook the entire room. Remy Ma didn't come empty-handed. As soon as she stepped into that live event with people recording, streaming, and whispering the tension between Remy and Claressa had been building for months. What started as whispers about Papoose and Claressa working a little too close on business projects soon turned into full-blown rumors. People online started connecting dots, matching flight dates, shared Instagram locations, glances during interviews. Papoose looked caught. Claressa looked guilty. And Remy? She stayed quiet until now. But when Remy finally decided to speak, she didn't raise her voice. She raised the evidence. And Claressa's face? You could see the color drain from it. The crowd gasped. Some tried to walk away. Others whipped out their phones and hit record. Papoose stood frozen. This wasn't a fight. This was a public humiliation. Claressa tried to respond, but Remy shut her down quick, saying, "You lied to me, you lied to him, and worst of all, you lied to the world. But I kept the truth." The way she said it, calm, controlled, deadly, like she'd rehearsed this moment over and over in her head until it was perfect. And then just like that, she dropped the folder on the table, turned her back, and walked off. People say the room was so quiet afterward, you could hear Claressa's heart shatter. Online fans exploded. Twitter, now X, was on fire. One user posted, "Remy just aired out Claressa like laundry in front of everybody. I ain't never seen anything like it." Another said, "Papoose better pray tonight. That woman just nuked her whole circle." Hashtags like hashtag Remy vs Claressa and hashtag Remy proof started trending within minutes. People started analyzing the documents Remy dropped. Screenshots leaked. TikTok detectives slowed down the footage frame by frame. Everyone became an expert overnight. Some fans stood by Remy, calling her bold and brave. Others felt Claressa had been ambushed. But one thing everyone agreed on? This feud was now personal. People started predicting what could happen next. Would Claressa fire back with her own proof? Would Papoose finally speak? Could this... What made this showdown even more painful was how tight-knit Remy and Claressa used to be. There were photos of them hugging at events, praising each other on stage, clapping in the crowd when one of them got an award. But all of that felt like distant history now. Remy's coldness during the confrontation didn't come from hate, came from heartbreak. And that's what made it so raw. She wasn't just trying to win an argument. She was trying to take back her dignity piece by piece. Now everyone's waiting. Will Claressa respond? Will she deny it all or come clean? Will Papoose finally stop hiding behind silent stares and tell the truth? Or will this story